like to call to order the Zion Town Board. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Present.
Trustee Frierson?
Here.
Trustee Deteen?
Here.
Trustee McDowell?
Here.
Chairman Neal?
Here. Are there any agenda changes? Hearing none, moving on to item 4, the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting held June 21st, 2016 at 6:31 p.m. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Billy, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Frierson. Discussion? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee Frierson?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Are there any citizens' comments tonight?
Well, I've been here 16, 17 years now. I've never looked into the situation, but seeing it in all this, where at is Benton Township, or what are its boundaries for something?
So just a little bit of history. Back in 1930, Zion and Benton Townships were one township. And the Zion forefathers figured out how to get their hands on their portion of the money, and they separated out from Benton Township. So the way that it is the city boundaries for Zion are also the township boundaries. So the easiest way to say is Winthrop Harbor and Beach Park are primarily Benton Township. There's the portion of Beach Park that is Waukegan Township. But if somebody's address says Zion and it's a 5-digit address, 99.9% of those live in Benton Township. And if it's a Zion address and it's a 4-digit address, 99% of those live in the city or and in the township. You're welcome. Thank you for asking. Any other citizens' comments? Now we'll move on. Item 6 is to authorize bills for payment. Trustee Deteen.
Yes, ma'am. This afternoon, I had the honor of meeting with the Township Supervisor. Went over the bills. She's doing very well, keeping the bills under control. So I respectfully request from the rest of the Board of Trustees that they approve the bills at $87,749.13.
Second.
Any discussion? Just one item, one of the discrepancies that we found today was that the check numbers were not concurrent. There were a number of check numbers that were not accounted for, so I checked with the accountant, and those were payroll. So all of those checks went towards payroll, so I just wanted to clear that up. So any other discussion? Clerk, please, wait, there was a motion in a second? Okay, clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee Frierson?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item 7. This is where we open up for a public hearing.
Please.
Okay. I call a public hearing for appropriation ordinance of Township of Zion for fiscal year May 1, 2016 through April 30, 2017. This is a public hearing. If anybody in the audience has any questions, concerns, anything like that, call twice. 3 times. Okay, close the public hearing. And move on to item 8. Consider passing ordinance 2006-02, appropriation ordinance for Township of Zion for fiscal year May 1, 2016 through April 30, 2017. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Six.
Motion is second. Discussion. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee Frierson?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?
Aye.
Chairman Neal?
Aye. Item number 9, assessor's report.
Okay, well, it's that time of year again. The assessment notices will be mailed out on Monday, so you should receive them sometime Tuesday or Wednesday. They should be published Monday. Looks like that all residential properties, well, all properties are going to see an increase of about 10.2%. As we do every year, we ask everybody to come into my office and discuss their assessments. I see the signs that are popping up already for tax reps. One of them is an attorney, and there is no need to file or no need to hire an attorney. If you want to come in the office, sit down. We'll talk about the assessment. And if we can't do that, then you can file at the Board of Review on your own. That's about it for tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Larry. And just to reiterate, some of these companies that say that they'll fight on your behalf, we had a senior that came in and they have you sign off, and for this specific organization, they got to recoup, I don't remember what it was whatever they would save her on her taxes.
50% of the tax savings, the attorney or the tax rep gets, and that's a large amount of money. And I mean, if you're a homeowner, there's no reason for that. We can, as I just had a little class here. I mean, it's simple. The website that the county has is a simple website. You find comparables, and if we see that there's a problem with your assessment, we'll lower it in our office. So stay away from these guys.
Yeah. So
You're usually like very good with numbers. Do you have any numbers on like how many actually get?
How many people get reductions?
Yeah.
You know, I think last year it was 20-30% of the people that file an appeal do get a reduction. And I like to see that because at one time it used to be 70 or 80% of the people got reductions. I think what that means is that the values are starting to go up. They're going up a lot. And it's easier to defend my values when the values are going up than when the values are going down. So I encourage you to come to my office, but you'll be surprised when I show you the sales ratio studies and show you the values, how they're going up throughout the township. It's good. It's really good.
Okay. Anything else for Assessor Ricketts? All right. Item 10 is Supervisor's Report. The monthly report is attached. Just to share with you, I had the chance to sit down with Adriana and go through and make some different recommendations for clients, and the work that we've been able to do has been really incredible. We have one resident that has struggled to find work over and over again, and today she got a job, so we brainstormed with her how to you know, if it looks like it's going to blow up, to be able to call the office and just process it through to make sure that she's able to keep that. We had another resident who is not old enough for Social Security, but very close to it, and hasn't worked in just a really hard situation, and helping her to just the first baby step is getting her GED, you know, and being able to do some of those things. So a lot of people coming in this month. We had I think 10 emergency assistance cases. So a lot of stuff going on. Really, really proud of the work that my team's been able to do. So in the monthly report shares, we had 275 incoming calls, 66 walk-ins, and the different things that are going on. I'll share with that in a little bit. I am the most excited tonight to share with you. So Gail Gaudeman's left on June 13th, and she was the office administrator, and we have reorganized the office, and what we really needed in that space was a business manager for a lot of the stuff for Larry's office and my office to be able to do. And I am happy to share with you that we have hired Shakura Keys. She lives in Zion, and Shakura, if you wouldn't mind coming up and just saying a few words. Thank you for being here tonight. She officially starts tomorrow, so.
Yes. Great, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I'm coming to Zion Township after 10 years with the Department of Veteran Affairs. And as Ms. Neal stated, I am a new resident to Zion as far as a homeowner. I've rented in Zion previously, but being a homeowner now, I want to do some really good things with the community and with the folks here in Zion. I'm also looking forward to, doing the outreach, getting the word out about Zion Township, working with Ms. Neal in regards to marketing and finding what the brand would actually be for Zion Township and how we could just, as I stated, further get the word out. And I'm just very happy to be a part of the township and just looking forward to working with everybody.
So excellent. So
Well,
Thank you very
Welcome.
much.
thank you. So onward with the updates. In regards to the Zion Township Summer Work Program, we had 34 youth that started the program this year. And I think this is the first time that I can share that we still have 34 youth that are heading towards completion. We took them to Feed My Starving Children in Libertyville on July 6th, and were able to pack 129 boxes of food to be sent to Thailand. If any of you have never been to Feed My Starving Children to do volunteer work, it is just the most incredible experience, and they really got a lot out of it. And all of the kids in our summer work program are below the poverty line, so to be able to go and do something for somebody that has less, it really made a huge impact. They're begging to go back, so we don't think we'll be able to fit it in this season, but that was good. Just as a reminder, any seniors who need help with projects that do not require power equipment, raking, painting, moving heavy objects, please contact Zion Township and we'll fill out a form, and we've got a week and a half left for the kids to be able to come and help with that. So, additionally, our awards dinner will be taking place on Friday, July 29th at 5 p.m. at the Zion Park District Shiloh Center. And we are really excited to be bringing in Calvin King. If any of you know Calvin, he is a born and raised in Zion, and he started a drama business called Free Lunch Academy, and he is going to be doing his presentation with 3 people from his team for the kids and their parents. That is just a really impactful presentation on bullying. And oh, that's right, Richard, we saw it. They came in and did the presentation for the Zion Benton Leadership Academy alumni. So really, really excited to create that opportunity. I am trying desperately to get a junior high representative from Zion with the Harbor and Beach Park to come so that they can see what it is, and then hopefully bring him in to present to the kids during the school year. So an extended invitation to trustees, assessor, clerk, any of you guys that would like to come to the dinner, we would love to have you. Billy, you've been a speaker before. We've scaled it down quite a bit because of budget issues, but so we do Culver's instead of the hotel, but it's still a really, really great event. So would love to have you. What's that? Culver's is really good. So if any of you guys can make it, we would love to have you there. If you could just let Sandra know in my office so that they can count you for the dinner. Additionally, the Zion Township team assisted 224 Zion households with accessing the LIHEAP Energy Assistance Program from November through May, totaling $74,166 in funds assisting these families. I just want to do a shout out to Community Action Partnership. They house that program, but a lot of residents have a hard time getting there, and the appointments are, they do 1 per hour. And what we found was that by just creating a window of time where we would tell people come anytime from 12:45 till 3:30, we were able to see so many more families than we've ever been able to see in the past. So with reduced staff, we're really proud of the fact that we were able to help 224 families. Unfortunately, the amount of money that residents are getting through that program has decreased substantially, but every little bit helps. So we also partnered with CAP. We used to partner with community consumer credit counseling services out of McHenry, that every emergency assistance client had to go through a session with a counselor to learn about budgeting and their finances. And they have scaled back a lot of their services, and Gregorio, who did the services in our office, actually went to CAP with the idea and is now working locally in Lake County. So he's working directly with our office to make sure that we get any of our clients and residents that would need that service an appointment. So any resident, we have never ever had I've had quite a few people go in kicking and screaming saying you can't make us do this, and I have never had a single person not come out of there and hug us and say thank you for making me do that. I had no idea. So really excited about that partnership with CAP and Gregorio Resendez, because he is really good at what he does. Also, Tapbox will be at Shiloh Center on Wednesday, August 10th from 12:30 until 2. If you have not checked that out, it is a means for any resident or non-resident to go there, and it's great food at wholesale costs. Bobby Kendi put this program together, and they visit 4 different communities, and The food is really good and it's very, very much reduced. You can go to their website too, Top Box Foods, to get the information. So we did the interviews for the Zion Benton Leadership Academy, and next month we will be announcing who the participants will be for this year, and I will be reaching out for mentors, just so you know, be forewarned. Mayor in the back room, sorry, be forewarned. Additionally, the Community Character Walk, just to mark your calendars, is going to be on Thursday, September 15th. Additionally, the Super Senior Program through the Secretary of State will be at the library on October 20th. Mark your calendar. You can renew your driver's license unless you need to do the road test. They do the rules of the road class. They do also state IDs. If you want to get an ID done there, it's done right at the library. Keep on going. If you have an event that is taking place in Zion Winthrop Harbor or Beach Park that you would like the entire community to know, so long as it is not a for-profit event. If it is, then you have to purchase an ad. But if it is not, if you send it to zbguide.com, they will put it in the monthly ZB Guide. Also, ZB Community of Character. We're always looking for nominations, and just a shout out, we will be nominating Zion Police Officer Eric Hill, who today went above and beyond for a resident that was in crisis. And my staff actually came to me and said, can we do a nomination for him, because he was direct, he was challenging, but he was also compassionate and very service oriented, and he was really patient with this resident, with the situation. So really appreciate his service. So we will be doing that. And then Mano a Mano, I say this every month, but I want to make sure everybody knows they are in Pierce campus, and they provide services for immigrants. If you're not sure where to go, what to do, they have staff that is just really compassionate and has a lot of legal background and information. So you can call Zion Township to get their number. They do it by appointment, or their phone number is 847-201-1521 to request an appointment. And then last but not least, I will be in Phoenix, Arizona from tomorrow evening about this time until the following Wednesday, so I will be out of town. So you can reach Shakora or Sandra or Adriana directly at the office. So that is all that I have. Any questions, comments? I went through that kind of quick.
When is what time does the Community of Character Walk take place?
Let me see if is it at 6? Perfect, okay, and I'll put that on here for next year. What's that?
September 15th.
Yeah, at 6 p.m. we're doing it? Okay, perfect.
And it starts?
It starts at the band shell, and then we walk over by the police department.
There's also going to be a community service on Sunday, 9/11 at the band shell at 6 p.m.
That. So on Sunday, 9/11 at 6 p.m.
Right.
And that's going to be an ecumenical with all the different pastors coming together?
Yeah, pastors and law enforcement talking about the 6 words.
Excellent, okay, and that's at the band shell. Thank you. Yes, sir, Mr. Bremner.
Ma'am, you mentioned the Secretary of State will be at the library. Will these be the new federally mandated licenses and ID cards?
I do not know the answer to that.
They're giving them out, I got one Friday.
Okay, then yes. They probably will be. If that's what they're doing now, it will be whatever they are doing in the office is what they will be providing there.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, sir. Anybody else? Anything else to come before the town board? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Second, discussion. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee McKinney?
Aye.
Trustee Ferguson?
Aye.
Trustee Deteen?
Aye.
Trustee McDowell?